had a lot of questions lately about VA loan assumption. I actually have a seller that is doing a VA loan assumption, and I had a buyer just close on one. So far so good with the seller. With the buyer, not so much. That's a whole other video. The gist of the VA loan assumption is you have to have the difference between what is owed and what the house is selling for in cash or personal loan, and be able to come to the table with that amount in cash. It is not the same thing as a subject to loan where you simply take over the mortgage. You do not have to be VA eligible in order to assume a VA loan. However, if you currently hold that loan and are letting somebody assume it, you want the other person to be VA eligible so that you can get your entire VA eligibility back. That's called a novation, when the person who is assuming the loan assumes all of the responsibility and the seller no longer has responsibility for that loan. Another thing you want to do is let the loan servicer know, if you are the seller, that you would like all of the money in your escrow account back. Otherwise, it's going to simply transfer over to the buyer. That's the seller's money. The buyer can establish their own escrow account. However, if you don't say anything, then it's simply going to transfer over to the buyer. Another thing you want to make sure you do, if you're the seller, is to be sure to stop your automatic payments the month after you close. For instance, I had buyers close on their house on the 30th of the month, and then the next day the lender took the mortgage payment out of the seller's account because they hadn't stopped the payment. And that led to a whole kerfluffle, but that's another video. So, things to remember: novation, escrow account, stop those automatic payments.